Hey Jeff, I just tried additive live stacking and I don't think it's going to work with the color camera. It gets too bright too fast, unlike the mono camera. Right now I'm in average live stack. Yeah, it's amazing how well it worked with the mono camera, but the color camera, it's not cutting it. Let me do the options, preferences, auto capture. How about every 30 seconds? 1000. Save that to the desktop. Apply. Okay. So now I'm auto capturing images. But right now I'm in 15-second exposure. It's crazy, the count hasn't gone up in the live stack. What's going on? Trigger mode's on. Turn off the live stacking and see what happens. And then let me restart the live stacking. Enable average planetary live stack. Yeah, I could. Yeah, bin 2 got too bright too fast when I was doing 5-second exposures. Now it is not totally dark until 7:38 or so tonight, another 20 minutes. Something is strange going on. Look, the input and output numbers have not changed. But I am. So what's going on? Something's crazy going on. You see that input output is 0 0. And I have enabled live stacking. Turn it off. See what happens when I go back to additive. Yeah, I may have to restart the software. Something's crazy going on. Okay, let me restart Malincam Sky. Restart the camera. Gain 40. Trigger mode. Looping 15 seconds. Bit depth 8. Okay, so now let's You suggested going back to digital binning. Stop. One by one. One by one additive. Okay. So right now I'm in 15-second mode, gamma 1. I'm in additive stacking now. Let's see what happens. And look, it again, input output doesn't change. Stop trigger mode. Does this camera not support additive live stacking? Let me go to average. That's a possibility too. I haven't used a 10C Tech in a long time. So there's the first 15-second exposure done. Now I'm in average live stacking. Let's see if the counter goes up. If not, see, now it went up. Input 1, output 0. Is there a camera that additive stacking doesn't work on? See, now it's counting and going up. I'm only at 8-bit because I didn't have any darks pre-made for 14. But that is really strange. Let me try stopping it again. Stop the loop. Go back to stop the live stack. Go to additive live stack. Yeah, let's see what I don't know, bit depth. Go to 14. Well, I'm recording this video, so I can always play it back. Let's see, I'm additive, and let's start the 15-second loop. You see that? Let's enable the stack now. and see if it starts counting now. So now it started counting, and I'm in additive live stacking. I wonder if before the issue was the fact that it wasn't dark enough. Let's see. So it got brighter that time. Okay, let's see. Now binning is set at... Binning is at additive 1 by 1. Yeah, it is. Of course, I don't have any... Let's go back. See how... So this is... Yeah, so it's now it's working. So maybe it's, yeah, it's only for 14-bit. So right now I got 6 in the stack. What else? And it's at 14-bit, right? Let me mark that down so I don't forget. It could have been a combination of factors. It could have been that we weren't in astronomical, we hadn't finished astronomical twilight. That's not bad. That's for 9 15-second exposures. So that's 2 1/4 minutes. I'm going to have to take the camera and get some more darks. Oh, satellite right through the right margin, top to bottom. I was going to try to do some of the targets I did the other night. So I got the North American and Pelican in here. I was going to try the tulip. I didn't do the tulip the other night. Oh, come on. I need a bigger desk. You know, it gets to a certain point and it doesn't seem like it gets that much brighter. Which I find strange. It gets to a certain level and that's all you get. What are the factors? I did a white balance earlier. Yeah, well, we saw that with the Optolong 7 nanometer with the mono camera. Color adjustments, I only have everything default except I have the saturation lowered to 50. It may have marked that down. Everything else is at default. Okay, let me see that saturation. Frame rate is high. We know it's in color mode. I do have it vertically flipped because it was upside down. Digital binning, additive 1x1. See, the histogram looks very similar to the histogram with the 7 nanometer for the monochrome, pushed all the way against the left margin. So let me stop the live stack. And I guess nobody else is watching tonight. Okay, so let's now enable the live additive stack. It's 7:30. I opened up the dome about 4:30 just to get the camera in. I had to take the monochrome out, and the only color I had with a large enough sensor was the 10C Tech. I had lent Matt my 26C Tech, and he's going to send it back to me right before Thanksgiving. The 24C Tech is not supported by this scope focal reducer combination. It only goes up to a 28 millimeter image circle. Yeah, it is. The field of view, because you went from a 28.3 millimeter sensor to a 21.8, and it's what, 7 roughly. So you have about a 3.5 degree field versus a 5.5 degree field. By satellite, right? Right between New Orleans and Houston. So this is 4 in the stack, so that's like 1 minute. That's 1 minute and 15 seconds. See, it got brighter there. Got a little brighter there. So now we're 1.5 minutes total exposure. Minute and 3/4. See who else joined the party. Hi, Rusty. We're experimenting with additive stacking. No. Additive live stacking, additive binning with the 10C Tech. Yeah, it gets to a certain point. You notice how the monitor just went off? don't know what's causing that. And now we got 10, so that's 2.5 minute total exposure. Yeah, it's strange. You get like 2 minutes in and then that's it. That's all you get. I wondered if you get any clearer image. Oh, come on. I wonder if it's almost like average stacking after you get a certain brightness level. Yeah, Rusty, I saw the pictures you posted of the Jupiter with the shadow transits. That came out good. Let me see if I can find the tulip 2-101. Yeah, it's you would think it would continue to get progressively brighter and brighter. They went to monitor again. What is going on? Two dash 101. Dash 101 in Cygnus. Okay, let's see. Interactive Atlas. This Dell widescreen monitor, I mean, you know, and it sits out in the observatory, although I do have a dehumidifier out there, so normally the humidity is in the 40 to 50% range. I'll have to check the power plug, maybe put some stuff on it. Let me go over to see if I can find, yeah, heat. It does get hot in here in the summer, and even with the dehumidifier running, definitely gets hot. I'm going over to the tulip. Slew to and
telescope slew into target.
And that's the meridian flip.
Telescope slew complete.
I have no idea if I got the tulip in there or not. Let me do some live stacking. I think it's around. If I have to guess, I'd say it's around here. Not really, Jeff. I had to plug the wired two-way switch right into the box, and then it worked. I have to wait when I get the new connectors and the new cable and the new whatever, and see if I can figure out what's going on. As long as I can open it and close it. Yep, that's where the tulip is. This is, what is it, Sharpless? Let me put the name up. That's the one that, who did that the other day? Howard with his Raza. I mean, it's definitely there. It would have been nice if I could have gotten a few darks. See, it's getting brighter. It just got brighter. It didn't appear to get brighter after 6. I wonder what would happen if I changed the exposure time and tried and the number in the box is 5, yeah. Should I change that and see if that makes a difference? I thought 42 was the answer to everything. Stop. I went to 10. Let's see. New stack, starting with 10. Went to additive live stack of 10. Okay, now we're starting over again. Let's see what happens. Hey, we lost Rusty. So it got brighter when the output was 2. I don't see him on the viewer list. I got you and me. There's 3 in the stack and it got brighter. Got brighter again. Oh, he's broadcasting. Oh, okay. I didn't know he was broadcasting. That's right. He mentioned yesterday that he was going to try tonight because then the weather was going to get bad. He got brighter that time with 5. I'm seeing more of the extended nebulosity to the right of the tulip. Got a little brighter with 6. A little brighter with 7. Maybe it has something to do with the number. Number 8 coming up. Got brighter. Oh, and I'm not capturing. Son of a gun. Got brighter again. There's a lot of dark lanes appearing now in the nebulosity. Got brighter again. Interesting to see if it gets brighter with 11. Yeah, it did. Still getting brighter. I didn't see it get brighter that time. Yeah. See, I just got another one going on in the stack. Let's see what happens. Nope, didn't get brighter. So it got to 12 and then it stopped getting brighter. Well, that's the tulip. Let's see. Where is... Catch fog on. That's too low. We did North American. Let's go to heart. Hey, Rusty. I mean, try setting the camera to black and white, or grayscale, or whatever they call that. Yeah, let's okay. Let's stop this. Let's go to color grayscale gray. Okay. And now let's go to live stack. How does that change my color adjustments? You shouldn't have. Back down to 5. Now I'm in additive live stacking 5 in the number. See if it gets brighter. It's much darker. It's there. Okay. Make a little mental note. Set to gray output. Maybe I'll put that right here. So that's 4 and it got brighter. Got brighter that time with 5. The dark lanes are showing up nicely. Let's see. Did it stop getting brighter? I didn't notice. Let's see what happens now. Yep, it did stop. So if I'll go back to 10 and restart. We'll see if it continues to climb after. I just got to try to remember this in my head so when I talk to Rock tomorrow, I'll know what to ask. When the number was 10, it went up to 12. Okay, I just hand wrote myself a note. Let's see. Number 4. Yeah, that's right, at 12. I don't know why. Why it wasn't 10. So it got brighter that time at 5. Got brighter there, 6. Be interesting to see if it keeps getting brighter to 12. Got brighter there, yep. Got brighter again. I think my dehumidifier drain stopped draining. Okay, I gotta blow it out. Yeah, it's still getting brighter. See if it gets brighter with 11. Yep, got brighter with 11. Here comes 12. 12, it did not get brighter. I'm going to go over to elephant trunk. What is elephant trunk? 1396. View Interactive Atlas. It stopped at 6, and when it's set to 10, it stopped. Yeah. Go figure. Okay, let's go off to the elephant trunk.
Telescope slew into target.
Tulip is small. I think it's only about 1/4 of a degree. Yeah, I think it's in 16 minutes of arc. I'll look as soon as I watch the slew to see where I'm going.
Telescope slew complete.
Let's see, that was Sharpos 2101. It's 16 minutes of arc, so that's roughly 1/4 degree. Okay, so now I'm supposed to be on the elephant trunk. I see 1396. I'm going to set it to leave it set to gray. Yeah, I was surprised at how small of a target the tulip is. Me neither. That was my first time, only because I saw the pictures that Howard had posted with his Rasa from the other night, and I'm not seeing a lot of nebulosity, but oh, I think I see it. There it is. Why does it stop auto capturing? Oh, it's set to 100 auto capture. Ah, son of a gun. Stop capture. Stop capture. When it restarted, it changed to auto capture. How about every 30 seconds? And I want to capture 1,000 of them. Apply. Okay. Capture. Auto capture. Bug. Dead. Okay. I'm going to change it to color after this. So I said after 11, 11 is the last one. So that's 9. It'd be nice to have those extra pixels for the 26C Tech. That's 10. Got brighter with 11, and that should be it. That's curious. It stopped at 11. I'm going to try another experiment. Let's see what happens. I'm going to try changing the number to 15. It'd be interesting to see how many in a stack continue to brighten. One thing I didn't do tonight was focus. Whoops. I focused on Jupiter's little dot earlier, but that's all I did. So I gotta take some 14-bit darks. Okay. Notes to self. Okay. If theory works, it should continue getting brighter through 16. Who joined the party? Hey Jules, we're experimenting with a color camera additive live stacking. We also changed from color to grayscale. Right now we're on the elephant trunk, which is right there in the middle. And we noticed that if the number in the live stack box is set to 5, after 6 it no longer got any brighter. If we set the number to 10, then after the 11th one it stopped getting brighter, the stack. So now I'm experimenting. I just changed the number to 15, so I want to see if it continues to get bright through 16 in the stack. Just playing around with the settings to see what happens. It got brighter after the 9th. Got brighter after 10. It's all about just playing with the software and seeing what does what. Let me get the hand out of the field of view. So now we're going 11 in the stack. I want to see now if it gets brighter when we get to number 12. It got brighter. So with 5 after 6 it stops getting bright. With 10, when it got to 11 it stopped getting bright. In theory then, now when we get to 16 it should stop getting bright. It got brighter just now with 13. And the dark lanes are popping out more and more. Brighter again, 14. See, number 15, what does it do? Brighter. And then the next one should be the last one to be bright. Got brighter, 16. So the next one should not get any brighter. Let's see. Here it comes. And it did not. So we learned. Well, now I'm going to stop the live stack. I'm going to put it back in color mode. And where was the color adjustment? Still in the same spot. And then let's start aligning. So now we're set to color output. Okay. Got the saturation still at 50. Yeah, you're just starting to see the trunk. On it, and I don't have any darks. The only darks I had were for 8-bit operation, and for some reason the live additive stacking did not work for 8 bits. Maybe write that note while I'm thinking of it. So I had to go to 14, but I didn't have any darks in 14-bit for this camera. Hi Gansett Bay. Another night of experimenting. We're trying the live additive stacking with a color camera tonight, since it works so well with the monochrome. Might go to the Heart Nebula after this. Oh, open up my soft drink. My cold, hot soft drink now. Nope, it's just a Diet Barks. One of the disadvantages of having a grand mal seizure and getting put on seizure medicines, no more alcohol. Oh well. It's coming out okay. It's not as good as it was with the mono camera, but yeah. See, it just got brighter. That was with 12. Who was that? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not used to seeing the whole nebula region around the elephant trunk. It should get brighter again. And it did. It should get brighter for 2 more in the stack. Okay, going to the heart next. Okay. So this should be the last one to make it brighter. Yep. Yep, it's bright. Well, hopefully I can tweak some more out of this with Topaz Denoise and other stuff. Take off the elephant trunk. Stop the live stack, and let's go to right about there. Slew to and center.
Telescope slew into target.
Another meridian flip. Oh, no, not quite.
Telescope slew complete.
That target's still pretty low. For all of your adventurous people, there should be nice shadow transit on Jupiter tomorrow morning at about 3 o'clock. I think there's two shadows traversing at the same time, right above each other. I don't know if I'm centered or not. Let me stop. Let me go to max gain just for a quick loop and see where I am. I don't know if that's the fish near the... Oh, that's the Powerline Nebula. So I think, is that's the fish. Okay, that's the fish there. So I guess I want to put that near the top right corner. So I'm going to move. That star should go to about there. Okay. Let's see, I'm in 64X, and let me go see where that puts me with the next exposure. I'm looking at these stars here. That went the wrong way. I just thought I went up, but maybe I'm not going up. It's going down. Up is down, down is up. Wait a minute. Last time I was up was, I got a good Friday night in. That was, you know, enjoyable. It's almost to the corner. Okay. See where that ends up. Okay, that might be where I need it. Let's see. Yeah, I'll leave it right there. Okay. So let me drop the gain back down to 40, which would be 4000, 40. Okay. And then start the loop. You can see the power line though right through the middle of the field. That's going to spoil that image. Might have to go to something else for a while. Oh, it helps to enable the live stacking, huh? Okay, let's see. See if I'm even in the right spot. How low is this? This is only 33 degrees up. Yeah, I'm gonna go someplace else. That power line's killing it, I think.
Telescope synced.
Let's see, what's higher up? We need to get something higher. California's still too low. Oh, lobster claw, that's set. I never did see the lobster claw. I can see what the veil looks like with a color camera. What's the distance across the veil? Angular measurement. 2.5 degrees across. Let me see if I can slew right to the center.
Telescope slewing to target.
Directly overhead. Yeah.
Telescope slew complete.
Stop the live stacking. We'll have to go back to that. I think I see part of the veil, but boy, my go-tos are off on this one. Let me go to a higher slew rate. I think the veil is right. Yeah, see the eastern veil on the very left margin. I had slewed to go right between the east and west for some reason. Yeah, I gotta go a lot more. Right now it's here. Now it's over here. Getting there, so let me now come down a little bit. I think I can fit both parts in the field of view. Maybe not. It should be right at the right edge now. And I think that star that's on the left is 52 Cygni. Yep, okay, so let's enable the live stacking.
Telescope synced.
It says I'm now synced right between the two eastern and western veils. Okay. Okay, now it's starting. Yeah, you're picking it all up now, finally. Even picking out Pickering's triangle in the middle a little bit. I think I read that that has another name. I think it's Fleming's triangle also. So that's 4 in the stack. 5. So I gotta flip. To get the orientation right. Okay, there's the... I think...
Telescope synced.
I just synced on, I think, that star right there, which is, according to Sky Tools, that's magnitude 6-9 star in Cygnus. Well, now the Pickering's triangle's coming out better. Yeah, I got the gain at 40 out of 160, so I'm at 25% gain. And I'm at 15-second exposure. But I am additive stacking, not average stacking. No, Jeff, I'm not in black and white. It's in color. You don't see the color on your end? I'm still preferring the color camera for the clean images it gets you with the additive stacking. I mean, it's not looking bad at all. I'm seeing the blues, and like I said, I think I'll be able to play with these and tweak some more out of them. It should brighten for 2 more. I didn't go to the Seder region. I started off in the Seder region, but it wasn't dark yet. So I may move over to Seder next. Okay, so let's stop. Let's go to Seder.
Telescope slewing to target. Telescope slew complete.
Something bright shows up. That's got to be Seder. Yep, close to center. Oh, I'm in too high a speed. Yep, I definitely went too much. See how much I moved it back. One thing learned, Jeff, is that you have to wait for complete darkness. You can't try this additive stacking when it's still got a blue sky, because it just doesn't work. Synced.
Telescope synced.
So we're synced on Seder, and now we can go to the live stacking. Yep, it does. It was funny, I was in 5-second mode, and after additive stack of about 4, I had a white image. Which had me thinking, well, maybe I can't use a color camera with the additive stacking, but then once it got dark, everything seemed to work then. Trying to see if I can start seeing some of the nebulosity. Okay, I see was it the butterfly, the dark lane through it near the upper right. This piece of it here, and then this piece of it here. We gotta go to the crescent too. Rusty, I'm thinking that for outreach events where you're going to want to show people something fairly fast, additive is the way to go, because most of the time the people at outreach events wouldn't know if a picture was noisy or not. They're just pleased at being able to see something live in color on the screen, and for that purpose the additive stacking gives them something really fast on the screen. I hadn't tried it until 2 weeks ago when I discovered it by accident. It's like one of those oops. Maybe I can go back to the, I'll go to the crescent, then I'll go to the heart, and then the soul. By then it should be high enough that the power lines shouldn't affect it. About the noise in the image, no, I haven't had it. I showed him. Haven't talked to him since we did that broadcast Friday night. I haven't talked to him since then. I'll talk to him tomorrow morning. And I'll show him the images. I did show him the images from a week ago, and he was pleased with them. I find Topaz Denoise really handled them well. Well, that's where the average stacking comes in. Yeah, Topaz is great. Additive. That would be a way if you could start off with a additive stack and get something like we have now, and then in the middle of the stack not just lose the stack but then change to average while you're in the middle of the stack. So you could have the best of both, the speed of the additive stack and then the noise cancellation of the average. See, it got brighter with 16. And that should not get brighter now. And it did not. Okay. So now let's go to the crescent. Yeah, if you stop the live stack, you lose everything that's in the stack. If there was a way of pausing the stack and changing from additive to average and then restarting the stack without the loss, that would be really neat. So I'm going to go to Crescent 6888. I'm going to resort the list.
Telescope slewing to target.
Wasn't that far away, and we should be close to it.
Telescope slew complete.
Yeah, I think they could. I think that would be a nice feature to have. Yeah, there's the crescent right in the darn center. Let's enable additive live stacking. And after this, I'll go to I'll go to the heart. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I mean, I can bring it up to him and see what he thinks. Okay, so that's 3 in the stack. That's too low, that's too low, that's too low. Heart Nebula. It's 36 up. Hopefully that's now out of the cleared the power lines. We'll go to the heart next. God, there's so much nebulosity in this region. I mean, you are in the Milky Way band, right through Cygnus. I think with the smaller chip in this camera, I have better correction at the corners of the field of view. And maybe not. There's a bottom left is a little elongated stars. So if you get 16 in the stack would be 4 minutes. Yeah, Rusty, I was surprised at how small the tulip is. I got about an hour and a half in this recording. people will be able to look at the recording with a black and white camera. Night, Jules. Glad you could stop by. Well, there's 15 in the stack. I'm going to get ready now to go over to go halfway between the fish and let's see, what is it? Angular measurement. Go right to that cluster there. Slew to and center.
Telescope slewing to target.
Going to the Heart Nebula.
Telescope slew complete.
Okay, should be on the Heart. Wait till the next one. And let's start the live stacking. And let me put a label. Okay, Heart Nebula coming up. Hopefully, oh, there's the fish at the very top, almost center. So I don't have this centered, I don't think. I think I gotta move the fish to the right. Stop the live stack and move to the right. Let me see where the fish ended up. Did a meridian flip, east and west. East and west is flipped. Okay, now. A little bit more. What the heck? I'm moving the wrong way. That might be close enough. Okay. Wait till the next exposure and then I'll start the stack. Okay. If I reckon right, I got the fish right up here. Center of the heart should be around that cluster near the center. Yep, I'm in the right spot. Okay. Yeah. So let me sync. Bump, bump. There. There.
Telescope synced.
Synced. Yeah, I think I'm in the right spot now. Okay. The moon doesn't rise until 10 o'clock. Okay. Oh, 9:45 is when the moon rises. I think I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do the soul, and that'll be it for tonight. Starting to pick up some of those dark tendrils in the center. And the heart's starting to come out. 82 degrees here tomorrow. That was 5 degrees cold. Well, 82 is actually going to be 5 degrees cooler than it was today. It was 87 today. We have a cool front coming through Wednesday, I think. It's been unseasonably warm this fall. Two more in this, and then we okay, so they're One more and then I'll move on over.
Telescope slew into target. Telescope slew complete.
Well, hopefully we're on it. I'm going to start the live stack. Okay. Gamma exposure. Yeah. Let's see. Is the histogram still pushed to the side? Yep, it's still pegged up against the side. Yeah, it's definitely there. Yeah. So it's 6 in the stack. I think I see the power line cutting across the bottom left corner. Altitude 30. Yep, that's the power line. Evening, Howard. I tried the tulip earlier, but it's very small in this little scope. And Rusty was doing the tulip a little while ago. We're still experimenting with additive stacking. These are 15-second exposures, and right now I have 10 in the stack, so that's what, 2.5 minutes? Oh, yeah, didn't change the name. Yeah, it was on the heart right before this. Okay. Whoops. Too many things to remember. So now I got 12 in the stack, so that's 3 minutes. S-O-U-L, that was right. Not talking about the bottom of a shoe. And I'm capturing images on the fly. So I can tweak them. I got 119 images. Oh. Yeah, Rusty, it's hard to multitask. Yeah, this is getting bright pretty fast. So we're 15, so that's a little bit less than 4 minutes of total exposure time. Well, guys and gals, I'm calling it quits for tonight. Sorry you joined in late, Howard, but I have about a 2-hour video I'm going to post to YouTube from tonight, if it saves properly. And then hopefully I have some images to post to the group tomorrow too. So thank everybody for being on, and I'm signing out for now. Y'all have a good evening.